The governor's goal is that Georgians do not notice any disruption in service that they've come to expect from the state of Georgia.
Tonight we learned how the state is preparing in case there's no solution to the federal debt showdown. Good evening. I'm Justin Farmer.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Tonight we've learned which Georgia programs would be affected if the federal government defaults and how soon the money could run out. Channel 2's Lori Geary is live in Midtown Atlanta with the steps Georgia is taking just in case. Lori.
Monica, to give you an idea of just how tense this issue is, Governor Nathan Deal would not talk to me on camera because he didn't want his words used on the floors of the House and Senate in Washington. But his spokesperson did talk to me, telling me right now they have no reason to believe there will be a slowdown in federal funding, but they are preparing just in case.
We're getting ready for whatever scenario hits Georgia.
As the clock ticks on the debt showdown in Washington, Georgia Governor Nathan Deal isn't taking any chances. He sent out letters to all state agency heads telling them to prioritize funding if there is a disruption in federal funds.
We shoot for keeping state government running as normal so that no one would notice a difference for about 2 weeks. After that, we would be facing some really difficult decisions.
The state fronts the bills for programs like Medicaid and Peach Care, then gets reimbursed from the federal government. Federal funds make up almost 30% of the state budget.
The federal government has a huge presence in Georgia.
State agencies may not be the only ones feeling a pinch. Federal employees make up a huge part of the Georgia workforce at places including the CDC, military installations, the Federal Reserve, and Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport.
It's an important part of our economy. So, yes, we could be affected greatly if there was a downturn in the amount of money coming in.
Deal spokesman Brian Robinson tells me a government shutdown would be much worse than a U.S. default because the money would stop. If there's no debt deal by next week, the money slows.
If there's a slowdown in federal monies coming to the state, the White House will determine how they prioritize federal spending. The governor's goal is that Georgians do not notice any disruption in service that they've come to expect from the state of Georgia on Wednesday morning, regardless of what happens in Washington.
The governor tells me that Georgia is one of 8 states with a AAA bond rating. Now, if the U.S. defaults, 5 of those states could be downgraded, but Georgia is not one of them. Reporting live from Midtown Atlanta, Lori Geary, Channel 2 Action News.